Hello everyone, Andy Schwab here with your Farm and Ranch News. Last Friday, the USDA released their latest World Ag Supply and Demand Estimates report. It offered optimism for wheat producers as lower than expected ending stocks were estimated, along with increased acres, leading to only a small increase in production, but still much less than anticipated due to the drought. As a matter of fact, producers are expected to harvest about 67% of their planted acres, and if that comes to fruition, it would be the lowest harvest ratio since 1917. Meanwhile, corn production in the U.S. is expected to rise to a record and bring up the global grain supplies, giving relief to livestock producers hit by the rising feed costs. Speaking of rising prices, many folks in the industry are watching the entire supply chain of the beef markets. Many wonder where the consumer demand will pull back if the prices continue their climb. For Ryan Morehouse, Secretary-Treasurer of the Cattlemen's Beef Board, he says a monthly survey of consumers show price is a key point of purchase despite some reports claiming sustainability is.
The monitor, since it's been started, has consistently found that taste, freshness, price, and safety remain the consumer's most important considerations when they're purchasing the different proteins. And so while we understand that the environment's very important to consumers, they consistently have told us it is important, but it doesn't always rank in the top 4 or 5. But we still strive to do a great job and to do the things we can do to make beef more sustainable.
You can hear more of that conversation at northernag.net. We need to take a break, but we'll be back in an hour to look at your ag markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Welcome back, friends. Your ag news and your markets. Quarter Horse News shared a nice article on famed Montana rodeo cowboy J.R. Vezain. As you may recall, Vezain was paralyzed from the waist down in a 2018 rodeo accident where a horse flipped over backwards on him. His passion for the ranching industry helped him persevere through that adversity and get back in the saddle. Recently, he competed in a reined cow horse competition where he earned a paycheck. Vezain said in that interview that even though he had a very successful rodeo career and earned a lot of paychecks, none of them meant so much to him as that $27.50 check from the horse show. Vezain will be a keynote speaker at this year's Montana Stock Growers mid-year meeting in Havre. Well, packers put a little bit of emphasis on the purchasing of cattle for the near term last week. Of their 81,000 head of the procurements, they said 71% were designed for that or destined for that 2-week delivery or less. And 2+ inches of rain in the southwest corner of the Cowboy State helped push prices higher for cattle producers. In Torrington last week, we actually saw 5-weight feeder heifers running prices close to $1,400 a head, while the pair market remained strong and a top of $2,800. Now, the hog futures did bounce higher yesterday after many wondered if the Supreme Court decision on the California's Prop 12 last week would affect them. For the wheat markets, they surged to new strengths last week and continued that climb on Monday after a bullish USDA report and expiring Black Sea Grain Initiative helped them. Well, that's all for our ag news and markets. I'm Andy Schwab. Have a great day.